What's going on, you guys? Like, welcome you guys to the channel. Show Big Dog back with another one take review. Today I got one for Sex Education season 3. I'm gonna be honest, I've actually done. I was doing a review on this earlier, but it actually just broke down into a complete breakdown of me going through every single like storyline in this. So that'll be up tomorrow. But like, I just want to give you guys a shorter version. I think that was almost like 40 minutes or somewhere around there. But it's really good. I really went into detail. But this one. Gonna keep it kind of like short and sweet, baby. Just give you just like the overall premise and what's going down this season. Obviously, it's just still going to contain spoilers because that's what I do when I review these TV shows, and I got to get into spoilers. This season we have a new like head teacher, and she's trying to like get the school out of the bad image that it's had, um, and like straighten things up because they're looking for funding for the students. But with this, like she's stepping on a lot of people's toes, a lot of the students' toes, and like kind of like implementing some ideas and stuff that the students don't necessarily agree with. All the while, you have your new relationship between Adam and Eric, Maeve and my boy Otis still aren't necessarily talking. It's not that they're beefing or anything. It's just they aren't friends anymore. You know, they're just like casual. You know, see each other in pass and may have a conversation here or there. But one of the most interesting things is Otis is finding himself in a new situation with the most popular girl in school, Ruby, who I thought that storyline I thought probably was like the best one throughout the season, and I just enjoyed it so much. But it's kind of weird what they end up doing with it because at some point Ruby leaves the story and she does not come back. Hopefully, that plays that was by. I mean, obviously, I think it was by design to focus more on Maeve and Otis, but I do hope it returns in season 4 because there is something interesting I think they can do with that. And there's also so many other things. We have Jean who's pregnant by Jakob, and her having to deal with that whole thing and tell him and how Ola's taking it, how Otis is taking it. It's just a whole situation. Um, yeah, it's just so many different things that these students have to go through, and like you have different relationships. You're seeing new characters, and like I think the overall theme of this season to me, it felt like people opening up, showing a different side of themselves. Because that's one of the things we got to see with something like I probably think some of the best character development we saw this season was probably with Adam and him opening it up with to Eric and like having to explore like different like other sides of his like sexuality. You have the same thing with Jackson, who's like getting close to a new character, Cal. Who Cal I feel like opened up to Jackson. You have Lily and Ola's relationship, and you have, bro. It's just so many different people opened up to another person this season, but it still doesn't. Just because you open up to somebody doesn't necessarily mean how it's gonna go. How you think it is. Like Ruby and Otis, Maeve and Isaac. Like I said, I think the thing was like people opening up and becoming vulnerable with their either significant other or just friends and so on. But like most of those things did not end well. Like, cause I think, matter of fact, some of them may have been like, they may have gone bad after a person opened up. Some of them got, settled, and before the season ended, things were a little bit more on sturdier ground. But like for the most part, like the whole Ruben and Otis thing, that's the one. That's the storyline that's sticking with me, just because like I didn't really care about Ruby's character at first, because like she was just a popular shit. You know what I'm saying? But I and I never like. It's not even the fact that like I didn't think that they could do stuff with her. It's just we didn't know anything about her because we were so focused on all the other things, all the other characters. But once they introduced the way they introduced her in this one, and they really let you into her world, like there was a point. No, I'm not gonna even lie. Like I was team like Ruby and Otis. Like I wanted that. I wanted that storyline to stick and just stay there. But like I said, I think they had to get her completely out of the way because you didn't want. I don't think they wanted people to focus and be like, "Oh, is it Maeve? Is it Ruby?" You know what I'm saying? I don't. I think that's the reason why they did that. But like overall, see, I think it does what the other seasons did. Like it's just it feels authentic. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that are just like overly exaggerated, but I think that's for like comedy purposes. But it never necessarily takes you out the story or what's going on. Like you still kind of like full on with it, and you don't mind it at all. And I think that's one of the best things about it. Like you still have that comedy, but you still have your realistic elements. You still have like a lot of tension going on. All the storylines are like being met, and like there was a like stint in the middle though where I think you kind of got. I think I ain't gonna say it lost focus, and but you kind of like was sticking with certain people so long that you forgot what other people had going. Man, it was just like a small stint in the middle. I think it was anywhere between like episode 4 to episode 6. I was standing around like, okay, what is this person doing again? And like, okay, now I remember, because like I think some stuff was going on with like Maeve and her mother. That didn't necessarily wasn't as strong as I would have wanted to be, um, but it's what the way it ended. I was like, okay, I can rock with this. I don't feel like her mother was involved enough in the story to make that whole storyline like land for me. And you still have like people. It's show called Six Education, so you gonna have tons and tons of that, and like Otis is still that guy who's like giving advice, but like he doesn't really want to like be in that scene anymore, but he just can't help it because like him at his core, he's just a person who likes helping people and talking to people. So you have those little flashes of like, hey, will they or won't they bring the clinic back? What's it called? I don't think it was called a. Was it called a clinic? It might have been called a clinic. I'm tripping. I feel like I'm tripping right now. But yeah, all right, the season was great. I had a chance to just sit down, and I was off, so I sat down and binged it the whole day, and there wasn't a time where I wasn't like, damn, like this is great, and like so many different things were like implemented. The new head teacher and like the stuff that she's trying to implement into the school, while also she's dealing with some stuff on the side. Now, the thing that she's dealing with, it was told to us, but we only had maybe 2 or 3 scenes about it. The fact that she's been trying to have a child and hasn't been able to. I don't know if that's something that's going to get saved for next season, or it was just kind of one of those things that make us kind of sympathize with her, because it seems as though we never saw her husband, and like the only time like she told us like, oh, he's at work. That's the only reason he's not here with me. But I think there might be more to that story that we know. And the fact that she's no longer the head teacher, I'm kind of thinking like, well, where's she about to go? Because we saw what happened to the last person who got fired from being head teacher. His pretty much his life, Michael, his life was in disarray. He was staying with somebody who just like, you know what I'm saying, like honestly just mistreated him because he felt like he was less than. So I don't know where that's headed. And I thought he was possibly going to make over Adam's mother and Adam. It hadn't necessarily happened. Uh, and I don't want to get back into like, because I know me, like I've been enjoying talking about this so much. I don't want to get back into the sense of where I just start breaking down each character once again, because that's definitely what I feel like is about to happen. Um, but yeah, the overall thing I enjoy quite a bit, and then like there is a moments that just make you cringe, not out of it being bad. They make you cringe just because you caught up in a moment and you thinking like you looking at these people and you want good things to happen for them, especially since you've been with these characters. You know some of their stories. Some of them you don't know them as long, but like like okay, wow. If I was this person and I did this, I opened up to somebody. I would really want them to like help me out or just like show it back or just like, kind of like tell me what I want to hear in this moment. And it's not like you're like catering to someone. It's just like a simple, yo, I have feelings for you. You kind of want to hear that back. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you would get like Bro, I'm telling you, bro, with Otis, when Ruby told Otis she loves him, and he just was like, "That's nice." I had to pause the TV. I was just like, "Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I'm dealing with this right now." Or even at the end with Adam and Eric, and Adam's trying to make it work, and Eric just like, "Yeah." He didn't say it nonchalantly, but it's just kind of like I'm kind of like out here already, and like I kind of can't baby you, you know. Or Maeve and Otis when they finally get things settled, feelings are on the table, you know. And she leaves to go. She's leaving to go to America. It's like, it's just like, damn, bro. Or even Lily and Ola were like, Lily was always to herself, and then she finally opened up to Ola, and then that Ola's basically telling her, sometimes I don't really like the whole space stuff. It's kind of like strange. It's like, God damn, can anybody get a moment to like? Did any? I don't. Nobody had a moment where they opened up and like seemed like things turned out well for him. It just sucked so bad for him. But I don't know where it's going. Or even Cal. I feel like Cal opened up to Jackson, and Jackson got weird about it. It, it's just it was tragedy. Tragedy to been struck so many people in this, man. But I thought, like I said, I thought the season was absolutely great. Uh, Biggest issue is Ruby just completely falling off the map. Like once once the bus pulled back up and saw Otis and Maeve out there kissing and talking to each other, and then her friends comfort. No, it was it. No, 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 no. That happened after. That happened after. But I mean, that happened before when her friends came to the house. But like that was just it. She only showed up one other time, and that was to like spray perfume in her head teacher's eye. And I was just like, that scene also kind of felt out of place. I'm like, why is she coming to like, you know what I'm saying? It just felt out of place. I just kind of feel like I don't think she was over him, especially because she opened up so much. I don't feel like she was over him, and but like the story just completely let that go. And then also I would say like toward the episode 7 felt more like the last episode than episode 8 did. Episode 8 felt like okay, we just trying to just go through. It felt slow as well. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the stuff like things are happening, and I understand episode 8 is the last episode and it's like dying down. But the other season, I felt like the story was. I felt like the story was still going. 8 seems to be like, okay, yeah, this is come to an end. Maybe it could be possibly because maybe they don't know if they're getting to season 4, and if it ends like this, it's like cool, it just ends. But I was it just that last episode felt funny to me. Gene possibly not the baby possibly not being Jacob's. That's gonna be one hell of a storyline to like go into. It's just so much, man. Season 5 is hopefully it comes out next year and we don't have to wait till like 2023. But this season I thought was amazing. It's amazing. But like if you guys want to talk anything about this show, let me know. Any storyline or whatever, let me know down in the comments. Once again, I still have that the full breakdown of this season coming tomorrow. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, and your boy will catch up with y'all later. Peace.